We're back.
Hey.
It's been too long. It's all her fault, guys.
He won't film this. I ask him all the time, and he won't do it.
I've been trying to get your boobs look real good here, by the way.
All right.
I've been trying to get to a point. I'm trying to get comfortable with my content. All right, I've been kind of doing a little too much work here and there. Balancing the regular content and the gaming, and then this. And I'm trying to take it. I'm trying to figure it out. I want to do obviously more of this stuff. That's why we're here. But it's her fault.
No, it's not. So, Meep Trooper. This is
Samantha didn't say anything
Disney
about my
thing.
Meep Trooper shirt. I was like, Jesus.
We went out to breakfast with his cousin today.
It was nice. We got her a dog backpack.
Well, we got her dog a backpack. We didn't get
that's
her
the same
a dog
thing.
backpack.
Well, we got it for her. She gave it to her dog.
Yeah.
But it was for her dog. But it's really for her because dogs are property. They're not people.
Yeah.
Fuck dogs. Boom. What do you think about that?
Very sexy.
Anyway.
Very good. So.
It's March.
It's now March. It's March 8th. It's his birthday month.
Yeah.
It's his birthday on the 27th. Everybody make sure you wish Papa a happy birthday.
It's our birthday on the 27th. My wife's birthday is the 2nd of January. So now it's our birthday for the 27th because it's like, how do you go from Christmas to New Year's and then boom, right to your birthday? It's ridiculous.
So this is 3 months too late, I guess.
Taking this off.
But we did this last year and it was really cute. And this is our 2024 review.
Yep. I
like to just remember everything that we did, talk about what our goals were last year, how we did on them, and then talk about our goals for this year. So I know it's a little silly that it's a little late, but people had said that they'd be interested in still hearing about it. That was a month ago now, but hopefully you're still interested. And you know what? March is usually the time people start falling off their goals and routines. So maybe this will put a little pep in your step to stay focused on your goals.
Sure. Let's go. You want me to do the next slide?
Yeah. So wait. Okay. This is us. This is the front of the slide. You might have to move us because I have a feeling we might be blocking things eventually. But the top picture is us on a boat and then us on Christmas.
Very good. Let's do the next slide.
Next slide.
Woo.
So these were my 2024 New Year's resolutions, which were to practice more gratitude and reflection, do more activities, be more on top of laundry, moisturize, stretch, and drink more water.
Can I tell you about the laundry? I'm having one of those days today. We got, as you guys know, we got Teddy Fresh in the mail. They sent some stuff to us. Great stuff. I like the quality of the stuff. We're genuinely excited. Very comfortable. It shrinks like my balls in cold water. So I washed and dried one shirt and it went from a 3X to a 2X. And then yesterday, or this morning, or whatever it was yesterday, I accidentally put everything in the dryer and I just shrunk like all the rest of it.
I was like downstairs. I was like, did you hang anything? And he was like, what was in there?
It's just not something to think about. I just feel, throw it in the dryer. So I'm just like kind of irritated with myself.
Yeah, we don't like separate our laundry. We're terrible. We
wash,
and that's one of our problems is we wash everything on the same settings. Like we don't change anything and then we just put it all in the dryer.
It's probably my fault, but I'm just like, ugh, But it is what it is.
So for my progress, like I did well last year.
I think so too.
I definitely did a lot more activities last year, which was nice. Be more on top of laundry didn't really happen. Moisturizing, didn't do a good job. Didn't do stretching, and I don't think I drank more water. But I overall improved myself last year, I think.
Yeah, you did good. Well, we started the GLP-1, so that's probably why you didn't drink as much water.
No, I don't think so. I just don't drink water.
That is part of it, but it makes you like not really have as much of a belly for stuff. So
I think I drink more water now than I did.
Maybe. I had a problem with water because I was taking Farxiga, which makes you like urinate out like sugar and salt and everything.
Yeah.
And then I started taking the Manjaro as the GLP-1, and then like I was not able to hydrate. So the first 3 hours of my day were miserable. My skin was horrifically dry, and I already have dry skin.
Yeah, your skin has gotten a bit better.
Yep, it was really bad. I would get dizzy and lightheaded when I would stand up. Like I was getting really fucked up. And eventually I went to the blood doctor because I had a high hemoglobin count or something, and they investigated like, oh, what could it be? And they determined the part of it, she's like, you might have really high natural testosterone. I love to hear it. Another thing that she said is it might be this medication dehydrating you. So I came off it. I feel a lot better. But it like kicks your ass, man. Because, the Farxiga makes you pee, and then the Manjaro makes you not want to drink as much or eat as much. So it's a pain in the ass. Am I moving to the next slide?
Yeah, next slide.
Oh, sorry.
What we've read last year.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I read you bought me the last Ronin book. Ronin? I don't know. It's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles book. It's kind of cool though. It's about the only surviving Ninja Turtle is Michelangelo, and he constantly is haunted by the visions of his dead brothers, and he kind of takes on their qualities, and he always kind of talks to them like in his mind, and it's kind of it's in a little bit in the future where Shredder's like grandson is the bad guy, and he kind of fights to end that whole feud. So it was a really interesting book. I'd like to see that adapted into like a movie or something. Would be really cool. We got like a Funko of that recently. It's pretty cool. I like it. And I didn't really know this until after I started reading this kind of stuff and looking into it. Like the old Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles comics were very like adult centric. Like they adapted it for cartoons for kids, but it's always been like a very adult centered book with like a little more violent, which is interesting.
Yeah.
So yeah, we read that. Well, I read that while I was walking on the treadmill.
Yeah.
kind of cringe.
I read the first 2 books of the Narnia series, which I was so upset because I had a Barnes & Noble gift card, I think.
Oh, yeah?
With like some money on it.
Oh.
So we went there and we bought this. It was like $75. And then right after is when we started shopping at Costco and they had the whole box set
like
for $20. But I had bought the Narnia thing and I hadn't started it yet, but I ripped open the plastic.
Yep.
So I couldn't return it. So that was really upsetting.
And it was like the same quality, I feel like.
Yeah, it was. I think I like the ones at Costco more or something.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But
W Costco.
Yeah. I never watched any of these movies before, so my intentions were to read, I believe there's 7 books.
Mm-hmm.
I read these 2. I read like maybe a third of the 3rd book and I still haven't finished it yet. So that's where we're at. But I am really enjoying the series. Again, like I know a little bit about it, but not much. I never watched any of the movies, like I said. But the first book was actually, it was cool because literally they could have had like the last like 3 pages as what is it called, like a prologue,
I guess so,
like at the beginning of like the Chronicles of Narnia, but it's like he wrote this whole book just to set up like the last paragraph or so.
Interesting.
And it was actually like, because I experience like disappointment and things like that usually, but that was actually like, oh, I like this.
Yeah.
So that's what I read last year. Not much, but it was something.
That's cute. That's fun.
Yeah.
Whoa. Out with
the old and in with the new.
Yeah. Let me move us for a second.
I know. I didn't do a good job at this.
You did a great job. New office for Dan. Watch. Oh, we bought so much stuff. Like the computer that I have. Not the microphone. We got to get a new one for that. But the computer, the desk that I have, the mouse, the keyboard, this room.
We got the couch and then we got chairs.
We got 2 chairs there. We got a couch. Washer, dryer, dishwasher, and then this car that we got, which is, it's all going pretty well. We had a pretty nice, and
I look skinny there. I look good.
You look good, and we had a good year though, because like we don't have any debt from all this stuff, which I'm very thankful for. It's very good.
I left off the most important thing that you bought though. Your favorite thing.
What?
The AC.
Oh, dude, the air conditioner. I can't believe you left that off.
I know.
Bought this air conditioner. I have
a big old wall unit.
I have cousins, and they came over because I was like, oh, maybe we'll get central air because our house gets so hot that we don't do any chores in the summer, and it's really bad. So I'm like, I got to do something. So I
know all of our windows, like our windows aren't like up down windows; they're side to side. So like having ACs in there is annoying. And then in the bedroom I grew up in, my windows are actually like tall and skinny, so they don't fit ACs in.
Floor unit. We got a 10,000 BTU floor unit, but like a third of it goes away because like the heat.
It's so hot.
Not all the heat can escape it because you're doing a tube and the heat still comes out of the tube, and so that did almost nothing.
Yeah.
And
so we had to rig like curtains up. Well, really what we did is rig sheets up on curtain rods because the sheets, like a flat sheet, is long enough to reach from the ceiling to the floor. So it was just all a hot mess and just uncomfortable. Like it makes it unlivable.
Yeah. So I called, I asked my cousins if they can come over and take a look, and they looked and then they gave me a quote. It was like $12,000 for central air. I'm like, that's a little too much, more than I wanted to spend.
Because we have like a rinky dink house. Like we don't live in a nice house.
That's a lot. Yeah. Right. And it's a lot of money. So then anyway, I was like, oh, maybe I'll just get a wall unit put in. So I bought the wall unit for $1,000. I called somebody and they installed it for $1,000. And the best purchase I've ever.
It's crazy. Like our house in the summer, and we run it for a long time.
We just keep.
We ran it from like May to like
Yeah,
September.
we'll leave it on like 70 or something. So
Our
like
house is freezing. It was
it's
so much fun. Like we
amazing.
had all my friends over this summer, and we were all like sitting
Yeah.
in the living room bullshitting, and all of us had blankets on because it was chilly in the middle of the summer.
I love that purchase, man. Like,
But it
it's
was
so
nice. We
great.
got to invest in our house and like make a lot of things nice.
Mhm.
Like the washer and dryer. Like we live in the house that I grew up in, and like my mom like didn't have like a lot of money, like single mom. Like we
Yeah.
chose to spend our money on other things. So like the washers and dryers that we always had were like
To be honest
hand-me-downs
with
from
you,
people and
the
stuff.
dryer was probably fine, but it was not drying. And I think it's because it was like
We were burning it out from the
vent,
washer.
no, the vent was clogged. Oh yeah, the washer wasn't really draining water.
Clothes greatly.
That's true. But we have new units and it's
So we
really
have all nice stuff, and it's just like we could, instead of having to dry our clothes, like how many times would we put the dryer on? Like literally like 6 times.
Oh yeah, we'd have to do like 2 or 3 times for one load.
And how many times? Oh my god, do you remember like when we had just finished the basement and you moved in, how the washer fucking flooded or leaked or whatever? And we have we have like, what do you? This isn't linoleum, vinyl
it's
flooring.
like vinyl flooring,
But like the person who did our basement didn't put anything underneath, so it's just on the cement. So it's probably gonna be moldy down here eventually. But anyways, we got a lot of nice new things, and we're very fortunate that we were able to.
Yeah,
but it was nice.
Definitely. Why is it not working when I press the button? It pisses me off. Special events and trips.
Where'd we go? Ooh. What did we do?
Wow.
Oh,
let's show this. We'll start from here. Oh yeah, we did the poop.
We host at our place now, which has been really fun this year.
It's just a soup party. It's fun.
Yeah, our annual soup party. That's all the different soups that people made this year.
Yes, the cucumber, garlic, crab, and
I
shrimp
made the
bisque,
cucumber.
Mexican street corn, Cajun shrimp and corn bisque, chicken gnocchi. What is that?
Tom yum soup with shrimp on top. That's what Christopher made.
Chicken Sonoma stew, spicy pumpkin, marry me chicken, and gazpacho.
Yeah, gazpacho.
Yeah, sausage and lentil. It was really good. All of them were really good.
Yeah, it was fun. That's us in our little bathroom, and then we hosted
ducks and shit.
Yeah, move us to the left now. We hosted Easter, which was really fun. So on the bottom right is the Easter eggs that we made.
Yeah, we colored colored eggs.
And then we also
did you see that I'm cover handing you?
Yeah, I know. You were drunk already by that point.
Why am I hover handing my own wife?
You were in the process of grabbing my boob.
Oh, so like this was like an action camera where I was
yeah. My mom took that picture. But that's our Thanksgiving dinner that we hosted, and our Thanksgiving food was bomb. It was like good. Such a good Thanksgiving.
Christopher made a good turkey. It was very juicy.
Yeah,
it was good as fuck. So is that good?
Yeah, that's what we did at our house this year. It was nice.
Oh, we saw Rent this year. So we saw this is Curly Daddy. He's
Curly Daddy 101.
He's a content creator for TikTok. And like he's really honestly like I'm impressed. A lot of people, including myself, blew up in 2020. And big content creators, and there was so many more people watching for so much longer because everybody was home from COVID. And then as everything changed after that, views fell off for everybody, even me. And I've managed to be able to stay successful as a content creator specifically. But it's been tough because you have to readjust your expectations when people are watching a third of the amount of time. You have to expect a change, and so I was able to do my thing, but he moved on to doing like professional theater. And so
like investing in himself and his career.
And, very impressive. So, he travels the country and he did Rent. He was Roger in Rent, which I thought was really good. It was the first, not the first theater show, but I'm not very theatery. But I saw that. That was really cool. And it was one of those things where you sit in you're part of the event, Black Box Theater. So that was really cool. And then he started traveling to do other stuff. What else did he do?
After I know that this past holiday season he was in the tour of A Christmas Carol.
Okay.
And then I think I don't know if it's currently, but it's not over yet. He was in Jersey Boys as Frankie Valli, which is the main. But
that's cool. Yeah, he's really
he's doing it.
I was impressed.
Yeah.
He's good. He's good. That was a lot of fun. Then we saw Into the Woods. It was horrible.
So that was my friend was the witch in Into the Woods at one of the Jewish centers on Long Island.
She has a theater friend, and they're good. It was just that seats were uncomfortable and it was warm.
Yeah,
and Jewish people like warm. And I'm Jewish, but I like it too warm. It's just like uncomfortable. It's like okay. So that show is that, and then this other one is King Lear, but with a girl, and no, not Queen Lear, King Lear. Which the show would have been great. It's just you can't hear anything in the back because they didn't have speakers set up.
It was really fun though. So Like my friend that was on Into the Woods, she just moved back home. She moved out of state for a while, and then for King Lear, it was my friend Shane and my friend David, and then his fiance directed King Lear. And the spot, like, it was difficult to hear. We also went, I don't know if it was like the opening night. It might have been opening night that we went. I fucking busted my ass. So this, like, what is this place called? I can't remember what it's called. It's a historical site though, and we were in the courtyard of like an old mansion. Like, it's very cool. So we were on cobblestone, and I fucking ate shit. I looked, it was so bad. My ankle did this in the cobblestone, and I looked at him and my best friend, and I just fucking went down. And I went down so hard that, like, I rolled backwards and my feet went up in the air. Yeah, because I was in platform shoes. I was in my platform Crocs. Right. Yep. And everybody fucking looked around.
Well, you were also laughing so hard. You know what I mean? So
I know. Part of it was a cope, but it was also really funny because I can't be the fat bitch that falls. You know. That's embarrassing. But if I'm the funny fat bitch that falls and laughs, then it's silly.
Then it's that's fair enough. I can appreciate that.
But it was really fun to get to see our friends in shows. I like shows. I'm a little theater nerd at heart.
That was cute. What do we got next year?
I don't know.
Concerts. Oh, it was more concerts and shows.
So with my theater friends, I got to go see Monty Python's Spamalot, which I actually loved. I thought I was gonna hate it, but it was so good. And we saw 2 shows that day earlier.
Book of Mormon,
and it was fun because my brother came to that one. We got to see Book of Mormon, and I actually like never knew anything about Book of Mormon, so that was really fun. And then my husband and my mom took me to the Great South Bay Music Festival because Streetlight Manifesto was playing, and I love them. They're a really good time. This was my 3rd time seeing them, and I haven't seen them in a few years, so it was fun because him and my mom just like sat down, and I like ran up to the stage and was like in the crowd and stuff, and it was really fun.
Yeah.
I like going to shows and concerts.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we went to Maryland and Delaware. Here's a cheese
Hell yeah, I made that cheese board. It looks good.
It's good. So this is when we drove. And it was nice. They've got another new house.
That's my friend's new house.
It's fucking 3 new houses. But they're in a very gay area. And it's like protected and stuff, which is good, especially with what's going on today's. And this is me doing one trip. Look at this. It's professional.
After shopping.
Professional one tripper. I got a backpack on the back, a backpack on the front, a couple of different things here.
That was fun though, because we went to go see my friend, but we went to a new mall to him, the Annapolis Mall. Yes. And we got to go shopping. That's when we started buying Pandoras.
Oh, and then I went again, though, by myself. A different time, right?
Yeah.
And I met up with fucking losers. No, I'm just kidding. A couple of...
PP.
Yeah, P's husband. Yeah. That was fun. That was a nice time. I like that mall. It's fun.
So we went to Scranton and Lake Wallenpaupack.
We did. This is the train museum.
This was really cool because it's like an old train yard that they've made, what is it called, a national park, I guess. So, yeah. And so we got to go around, see all the old like steam engines.
Yeah, very good place for people with autism to work because if you love trains. Because we had a guy, I think he was fucking awesome. He was like dumping all information. We asked him and he was giving us everything.
It was so cool because we went into this one steam train and there was like this little kid who was autistic and he was there, I think, with like his grandfather or something. And he was like explaining like how to work the train. Like it was so cool.
There's like 1,000 levers and he's just like, you do this. And it's like, this kid's fucking on.
Yeah. And it's cool because it's like right outside the mall. It's not like it's more of like a strip mall.
You go to no, it's like a regular mall, but it was weird. It's in a Pennsylvania mall and it's like part of the mall is it's like a community college, which is interesting. But it's got some nice stuff in there, and then there's a food area, and you can sit down and eat, and then you can go outside, and there's just
I was like, let's walk out, and like
there's like a pretty long bridge across that goes over all the train tracks, and then it goes down into the train museum, which is like next to the usable train tracks. And it's like, oh, this is pretty cool.
And it was free.
Yeah, well, it's a national park. Yeah, but it was free. It was cute.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot. It was fun. You saw the fucking teller, though, in there. They gave us information. He was wearing, like, nice-ass watches. I'm like, damn, how much money you bet?
Yeah, I remember that.
Good for you. God bless,
And then we got to spend time on the lake, show you on the thing.
Dude, I hated this. It's like, I used to do canoe when I was younger in the Boy Scouts. This was horrible. I was sore.
I thought you liked it.
It was fun, but I felt like I was going to fall the whole time, and I don't like this water. It just skis me the fuck out. And
Lake Wallenpaupack is nice and clean though.
Yeah, sure. I pissed in it.
I pee in it all the time too,
Yeah,
but
it's nice and
like
clean.
it's
But this
man-made.
is-
It's not scary.
Yeah.
I love kayaking though. On this lake, I could
Like's
kayak for hours. We had so much fun. We're gonna
I
go again
kayaked a
this
little
summer.
bit and then I left and let her finish.
Yeah, you did
we went
enough
shopping.
to spend time with me, which is
Yeah,
what I
well, that's-
appreciate.
That's what I do. Like when I spend time with my wife and her friends, I'll do like half.
Yeah.
And then I'll go and do something about. Usually, I'll go shop alone or be alone, which is fine with me, and it gives her time to hang out with her friends without me. Which everything's a little different, so I think it's fun. And this was a cute bag I bought you. It can't be bag. It was cute.
I had so much fun
I
this
know,
trip.
I
Look at
know.
us. We're so cute. I love you.
I love you too, baby. Making normal days more exciting.
I wonder how we did that because it's been so long since I made this. I don't know what this is. Oh,
we had our
husband
brunch.
and wife brunch.
Wow, it's like an evolution. You got me down here.
I was gonna say,
What
like
the
from
fuck?
that picture of you with Curly, you could tell you're making progress.
Think so?
Yeah,
You think so, baby?
yeah.
It's kind of.
Oh,
She went to like lick my arm because she knows it makes me uncomfortable.
it's sexy.
Thanks, baby girl. Thank you. But this is a
Damn, look at all those coffees. You got to
I
move us so they could
know.
see that coffee with the pancake and bacon in it. Oh, yes.
yeah, this one's
oh,
crazy.
my goodness.
But we-
The top right was for my 29th birthday.
Wow.
Wow. I love going out to breakfast. Look
Wow,
at all
today.
these. Oh,
Dude.
shrimp and grits. Where did we get that? Toast?
Toast, yeah.
Wow.
So that was fun.
I love going out to brunch. Oh, I
arts
did a
and
lot of
crafts
crafts
with your mother,
with my
yeah.
mom. We go to our local library and do all the classes.
Yep.
We do a lot of stained glass. Those are the best
This
ones.
is cute. Little dragonflies.
Yeah, I gave that one to my granny because mine was ugly.
Oh, I like it. We grew a garden. Oh, we did do a garden. Look
Yeah.
at this thing. Huh?
That was our first zucchini. I love zucchini.
Yeah.
And the radishes were so good. And then I grew a sassy carrot.
yeah, look at this guy. It's
And
pretty
we grew
interesting.
them. Our garden was grown in like plastic totes, like storage totes.
Yeah, we got to throw them out now, you said.
I can't do it.
It's a lot
We're
of
bad at me. We're just irresponsible people.
We'll get rid of it. Maybe when they ask, like, hey, you want to do clean up the garden, be like, get rid of these because they're going to charge us a lot anyway. Be like, yeah, you know what, and just get rid of this. Throw it to the curb or take it home or something. I don't give a fuck. But get it
Well, I think
over.
my mom wants the dirt from it.
Why? It's bad now. I think you have to, like, turn over dirt once you grow stuff in it.
I don't fucking know. I'm irresponsible.
Whatever. Oh, yeah. Spend time with the family.
Oh, look at that lovely picture of when I went berry picking with my mother and brother.
Yeah.
We came home and we watched scary movies. And I made a Danish with those things. And then you know what we did with the peas?
What's that?
Threw them out because we never ate them.
Damn. This was my 34th birthday.
I can't believe you were about to say 20 something. That was a long ass
Wow.
time ago.
And I was like, hey,
That was your 34th birthday. It was last year.
That's what I just said.
You said 33rd.
Anyway, it was my 34th birthday, and I remember it wasn't even like I asked my cousin, like, "Hey, you guys want to just go out?" I have no interest in celebrating. I hate celebrating my birthday. I just don't like celebrating things for myself. And I was like, "Hey, you guys want to go out?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, sure." And then we went out, and then they paid for me. It's like, "Oh, happy birthday!" I was like, "Fuck." I was like, God damn it.
Well, we went to JBBQ and it was really fun
Yeah.
because they gave us
They
some
f-
things. Do you remember what they gave you?
They gave me free. So there's free like Apple like earbuds, but I think they were like earbuds from like AliExpress or some kind of like Asian knockoff.
Yeah, but
website.
you love them.
I love them. I was about to say I still love them. I use them all the time.
Yeah, those are
love
your
them a
regular ones, right?
Yeah, and I like J Barbecue too.
Yeah.
It's a really good place. It's pretty. We have to go back soon. The menu's pretty affordable.
I was
and
in the
I
mood for
love
it. That's why I said
Tonight.
we're supposed to go get pizza. Shit, should we go?
I will go to that with me, you, and your brother.
That's why I said we should do it for Easter here because I'm in the mood for like the
We'll
meat.
do it that too. I know.
Damn, maybe
Maybe
we
we
will
will do
go
that.
tonight.
And then
Our niece
This is
came,
my niece.
and if you look at her diaper, the letters on her diaper are R and K. And my name's Robin, and her mom's name is Caitlin. So it was just like really cute. But Abby came, and she's so
Yeah,
cute.
yeah,
it was
I
really
got,
cute.
So, like, this is basically our niece, you know. So
Yeah, we
it
had
was-
her running around, and then he stole her and took her upstairs and
man,
was being silly.
Well, you and your friend and her husband were sitting down. You guys were reminiscing, and he was interested, and I'm not. So I was like, okay, I'll just fucking walk around. And with Abby, we walked around. We have a bunch of stuff downstairs, and she was like looking at stuff, and she was being curious. And so then we went in the room, and she was fucking around with the keyboard.
She took his mouse and was holding it like a
A
phone. It was
yeah,
so
it was
cute.
so cute. And then she went upstairs and she started going through our refrigerator and started looking at all the eggs and she started handing them to me, which was something.
He lets her. It's just. I think of my future when we have kids, and he's gonna let them run amok. He was letting her take every single thing she wanted.
She was curious. She was curious. And then before that, though, we went to the mall.
Yeah.
And I bought I actually bought her and her husband. And did we buy anything for Abby? Probably.
We always get stuff for Abby.
Some stuff from the box on store because they live in England, so it's like, oh, check out some stuff, and that was nice. And then it was funny because we were talking about like if they moved here, I'd be stealing this fucking kid every weekend,
constantly. Who knows what she would be coming
every
home
weekend
with.
we would go to the mall together, and she'd be getting like
whatever
thing,
she was interested
Oh,
in, one
man.
thing, whatever she looked at and seemed excited about, you would get.
Probably, I'm fucking bad. If we have daughters, it's gonna be bad because I'll raise my sons like me. Whether that's good or bad, you'll spoil our sons if we have sons, and I'll raise my daughters like fucking. I'll treat them probably the way I treat you. You get anything you want.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking forward to having a kid though, regardless of whatever it is. It's gonna be cute.
Yeah.
So this was cute though. I was happy to see them. I like family. Family.
Yeah.
Good.
He took her upstairs and he told me he like put whipped cream in her hands. I was letting her. You remember you did
messing
that?
around with the whipped cream. Yeah. It was funny when we left the mall. She was really cranky. She started crying.
She was crying. She was having a hissy fit. And then she came to our house and she took the fucking biggest shit.
Yeah, but then she felt great. So very relatable for me. That's cute. Next slide. Oh, this was our Octoberween, I was gonna say. This was our Halloween outfit. We wanted to be fun, so my wife is an alien. So she's got some cute little, alien things. The glasses are cute, little ray gun, and she made it into like a purse, kind of. Not a purse, but like you put straps
I put a strap
on
on it so I could carry it around.
And then I'm Jared Fogle. I got the shirt and the pants, and then I got the Subway sandwich. This was fun. We got like a dog toy, and then she put a Subway wrapper around it.
Yeah, I sent my mom to Subway, and she went in and was just like, "Can I have a bag and papers?" And then left.
Yep. Which, by the way, good because Subway is fucking a ripoff now. I feel like, although the Costco by us is $80 for $100 worth of gift cards. So that's a way to bypass because they're usually like, we don't take coupons in any Subway. They have coupons, but none of them take them.
Yeah, but the last time we went, do you remember that it was $30 for both of us, and they put literally no meat on the sandwiches, and they even put a shield up so you can't see how little meat they're putting on.
Yeah.
I will say, so we'll get to this another time probably. Let's not go on the rant. They opened a Wegmans by us,
they give us a good amount
and
of
they
food.
seem to make a pretty good sandwich for not too much. So if we want sandwiches, we might go to Wegmans.
But anyway, I'm Jared Fogle there, and that's Alien versus Predator.
Yeah,
so she's the
it
alien.
was so good. That was a good costume.
That was a fun costume. Absolutely.
We got to think of more stuff like that.
Yeah.
Except again, just back to us having kids. I'm so excited because when we have a kid, no matter if it's a boy, girl, whatever, I want one of our family Halloween costumes for Walking Dead themed, and you're gonna be Michonne. I'm gonna be who is the baby gonna be Rick and me Carl or vice versa?
That. Yeah, baby Rick. And that's so much fun. That's funny.
It's gonna be so much fun.
What is this from?
Oh, that one? My husband took me to an Apple Festival. He asked me on a date to the Apple Festival. I didn't even know about the Apple Festival. He asked me.
My mom told me about it, so I asked my wife if she wanted to go, and we had a nice time.
I love a date.
Yeah, we walked around.
And then that's
this
us.
This is our wedding. Not our wedding.
At his cousin's wedding, Claire and Patrick's. And we looked so cute. We matched so well.
Yeah,
this dress I have owned for years, like probably 10 years, and I've never worn it anywhere. But we knew their wedding was going to be like this was going to be the vibe for the wedding. So I wore that. And then he's wearing a pink shirt that matched. And his tie we found at Savers. It's a Disney tie, and it's like black and white. We just matched so well, and we looked so cute.
This was cute. Absolutely. We look like we lost weight since this.
Yeah.
Both of these outings. I'm standing very awkwardly, by the way, like leaning in, like I'm
yeah.
Very strange.
That I looked like crap. That's where I fell. But that was like funny. In the back of like the mansion place I was talking about. It's right on the water.
This was cute.
Yeah.
Well, we played video and card games. Wow. Okay. So these are the games that we played. Well, I played all of the God of War games last year. I love those games. Those are like my childhood games. Yeah, I did play some Kingdom Hearts and the Chain of Memories game. That's true. I gave up on Chain of Memories. I did play Black Myth Wukong. I like that a lot. I always play World of Warcraft, but I hate it. I go in and out. Warcraft Rumble is declining. You got super into Pokemon Go.
Dude, I love Pokemon Go. And shout out to the people on our Instagram that added me. I have, aside from him, I have 13 friends on there. We send each other gifts every day, so I'm able to get a lot of items. And it's so much fun. So if you don't have me on Pokemon Go yet and are interested, let me know, and I'll drop my Pokemon Go info on our Instagram, and I'll even drop his if he wants to. You want friends? Okay, just kidding. He won't be your friend, but I will.
Then we did Untitled Goose Game. That was a lot of fun.
That was fun. I was like fucking freaking out though at some times.
Yeah. But it was fun. Mario Party we played. That was cute. We should probably do some more games on here. You know?
Yeah. I played Taco Cat Goji's Pizza, which is so much fun.
Yeah.
But I've learned that I dive in, so like I cut my friend's hand. You're supposed to like slap.
But she just like.
But like I'm trying to get the card.
Well, the table
Piles, which is a card game from TikTok, so much fun. And then Mantis, which is another card game, which is a lot of fun.
I like
too.
that game. It's
I
nice.
recommend all three.
Very good. What we watched.
Here's the big lists.
I don't know what the fuck this is.
Abandoned shows. All right, so the 100. I really like it, but I just can't get through it. I think the furthest I've gotten a few years ago was season 2, and this one I don't think I even made it past season 1. I want to like it, but I can't get into it.
Okay. You watched It's Always Sunny. You wouldn't get through it.
He tried to get me into it. I don't like comedies.
God.
So I'm just like not interested.
Such a funny guy.
Exactly. You provide all the comedic relief I need, baby.
Fair enough. Oh yeah, Sex in the City. The second.
And just like that.
That's the Sex in the City was actually really good. I watched the whole thing with my wife. It's a good show, and I enjoyed it a lot. Gets a little weird towards the end, but still like it a lot. Just like that sucks.
It is so woke and cringe.
It sucks shit out of my ass directly through a straw. It's like it's too, and I hate being that like, oh, it's too woke, because like I'm totally chill with gay dudes and gay girls and non-binary and whatever. Like I don't understand it all, but I'm totally chill with it. But it just gets like so in your face. I think I stopped watching when was it Miranda?
I think we got through maybe the first episode.
Maybe. Well, no. Once Miranda was like going back to school, dude, talking. Yeah, fucking relatable. Once she was going back to school and she had a black teacher, and then she just kept fumbling over herself and like, oh man, I'm actually being racist, but like I don't mean it. It just was like, okay, it's not for me. Like this is definitely for people that maybe have like a terminal brain injury or loved Sex and the City so much they're willing to put up with dog shit. And also Samantha wasn't in the show.
No,
worthless show. And by the way, they did Samantha dirty in the regular show. Like she should have had a little more. She had good character growth dating. What was his name?
Richard.
No, not Rich. Well, Richard was okay. Richard was good.
Smith.
She should have either stayed with Richard or what was his name? Smith Jensen or something?
Smith Jared.
Both of those were good, and then they just like ended it. And I thought that Smith Jared, it would have been really good because he took her back after she cheated on him, and they never explored that, and it really pissed me off.
I thought you were happy with that.
I liked that when it happened, and I was like, "Oh, this is an interesting angle that he took her back." But I wish they would have emotionally explored it, because it was like he was acknowledging her like potentially borderline like sex addiction, possibly, and like whatever issues that she was potentially going through. And they just killed the storyline. I was like, "Oh, I wish we could have went somewhere with this." We watched The Resident Alien. That was okay. It just wasn't really vibing. It's pretty good, but we never really got into it.
Yeah.
And then Sex Education.
We have literally one episode left. I think.
I can't. So I think there's 4 seasons, right?
Yeah, 3 or 4. I don't know.
First 3 seasons were amazing. Again, like totally cool. I love all the characters. I think that's like really great. The concepts that are happening. The 4th season, it just gets like weird, like Sex in the City, like, and just like that. It's the same thing. Like it gets, and again, I hate saying it, it's too woke. It's like it goes from being like a really inclusive, like fun show that explores things to like just fucking gag on a dick, and it's just like I don't know. It's like they go to this weird school that I hated it. I don't even know how I can communicate this. I don't hate woke shit, but this was like just obnoxious.
Yeah, it was really good. It's like you explored like in the beginning you explored like queer topics and like some like woke topics and whatnot,
but they were portrayed
in a
like
way that was like naturally
human. Yeah, it was a natural that's a good word for it. Like it was natural, it was human. I could
it was
understand
like more of like coming of age.
Yeah.
And then it turned into just like
it just
I
felt
don't
like
even know if I would say shock value.
It just got lazy.
Yeah.
It just stopped trying to be interesting, and they just threw a bunch of characters in, and like not that all of it was bad, but I found myself like doing that a lot. Whereas the first 3 seasons, I was like, "Oh, this is incredible! Like I love this. You love the storylines, especially with this guy. He's got a huge, huge wiener, and I liked his dad's character
Yeah,
too.
he has a very complex relationship with his dad, which like they
Yeah.
did a nice job at exploring, but
Even in the last season, it did a good job. But that
Yeah.
was really the only part of it that I really resonated with and liked. It was just kind of fucking lame.
yeah.
And it's just like, like they had a good concept in season 4 because he was dealing with the mom's new baby and like how that kind of pushed him out of the attention spotlight and this, but it got so stupid. So that's just my opinion. Oh yeah, these are my shows. So I'm still watching this on and off. I love this show. Is funny. I like it a lot. Vikings, I watched all of this up until last season and never finished the absolute last season. Horrible season. It's just so fucking boring. It's like they should have killed it sooner. And actually, what's funny is that at a certain point, they kill off the dad, which is the main character. And the show still has like another good season or two in it because it's interesting to explore what happens after. But at a certain point, it's just like, okay, give it up already. And then, what did you?
We're gonna have to put like a spoiler warning.
Spoiler, we're not going to do it. So, and then My Hero Academia, love the show. It's fucking full of filler. Anime shows, Asian shows do too much filler, and it kills the show, especially when the filler is boring. Which a lot of the fillers. It's one thing to have like arcs in there that take away from that put time into something else other than the main story. I'm chill with that. But it came into like, hey, we're going to do a fight over 7 episodes instead of what they were doing originally, which was like 1 or 2. It's just pacing is off. It's fucking poopy garbage. Oh, here's my wife's shows.
All right, here's everything I watch. I'll try to go through things quickly. So I finally finished Riverdale. This was another show where I had started it and abandoned it. Then I restarted it. Then I took a few months between finishing it. And overall, fantastic show. I did really like it. I miss the feeling of watching it because it's a nice healthy show. There's like 7 seasons
Right,
with
Riverdale?
a lot of episodes. Yeah. And like towards the end, like the plot like gets a little too loosey goosey, but I was committed to finishing it. But overall, solid watch. I really liked it. Fear the Walking Dead. I had started it when it like originally started premiering. And I watched the first few seasons of that, but then I wanted to watch the full thing through because I love zombie stuff. And this is another one.
Walking Dead is so good, and then like, but it ends like dookie poopy.
Yeah.
Weird, and then like I don't know, I just couldn't. I can't watch a show once if it ends poorly. Like I can't really do Game of Thrones, and I can't watch the prequels because it ends so poorly that it kills the whole show.
Yeah.
I'd rather a show start off crappy and get good than start off amazing and then just get terrible.
Yeah.
And that's what happens with Game of Thrones. It's such a shame, honestly.
So yeah, I watched all of Fear the Walking Dead, and it's another one where like it just gets dumb and they lose me. Like the last season was so horrible.
That bad, huh?
Well, they just do something that with a character that makes like absolutely no sense. Like it goes, I don't like, despite all of our spoilers already, I don't want to like really give it away, but they just like, they make a character make a choice that doesn't make sense with anything. And they go, doesn't have to do with the character, but they actually do like a whole arc of, nuclear stuff. Like there's a nuclear explosion. So now you're living in a post like zombie apocalyptic, whatever, like zombie world, but like they just, it sucked at the end, which is unfortunate. Bridgerton, love it. However, the end of this season, like I don't need a happy ending. So we'll see where it goes from there. The Bear, excellent always. Yellow Jackets, season 1, excellent. That's all I had watched last year. I did just finish season 2 and I'm starting season 3, and season 2 didn't do it for me. I'm disappointed. Season 1 was better than season 2, so we'll see how it goes. The Daryl Dixon show, which is in the Walking Dead realm. This one sucked too, but I love the Walking Dead, so there's that.
The Walking Dead stopped being good once they killed Carl.
Oh yeah.
Like I love, and you want to know what? Like the hottest take, Carl is probably one of the best characters in the show.
The glue of that show.
The glue of the show. Like when he first starts, like when he's a child actor, he was kind of cringe. You know, like he could have been better. But then by the time they killed him off, he was solid. Like he wasn't amazing, but like he was. I don't know what he was doing behind the scenes, but he was putting in effort, and he was becoming a better character, and he was becoming a better actor. And I enjoyed him in that role. And they killed him off, and it's like, are you fucking kidding me? I don't know how they do it in the comics. I don't care. Don't kill Carl. Why? Like it was so lame. Once he was gone, the show ended for me. It got really shitty from there. Like, it's not that he died and I was like, oh, I can't watch it anymore. It's just that the show just started to unravel at that point. It just became like, oh, this is boring. And I think that it was just such a bad move to kill off Carl of all people. It was so boring.
And the other thing that's annoying about The Walking Dead is that they have a million spin-offs that like you have to get AMC to watch, first of all.
Yeah.
Which is annoying. But they introduce things and shows that you're really interested in, but then you can't get into it unless you watch like 3 other shows to learn about it.
It's like how comic books work, where like, if you want to, you'll read one. Let's say you like fucking Superman a lot, they're gonna eventually make it so you have to read like episode like or issue like 8, 9, and 10 of Batman or this, just to get into, or Justice League, just to get into the understanding, and that's how they intertwine them. So you'll watch other stuff.
Yeah, and like I'm simply not gonna work that hard,
Yeah, especially considering it sucks.
Yeah. Good Trouble is the spinoff of The Fosters, and it's so good. This was the final season, so that show is finished. Again, plot kind of gets lost and whatnot, but overall, I really love those characters, so it was nice to have like a continuation after The Fosters were over. And it's a solid show. And The Perfect Couple was a limited series on Netflix, and it was a fine watch.
It was a fine watch.
It's a fine watch.
Husband and wives shows.
Baby Reindeer together.
This was pretty good. Baby Reindeer. I liked it. It wasn't bad. Game of Thrones.
Yeah, we rewatched this last year.
I hate rewatching Game of Thrones so much.
Game of Thrones is fucking terrible.
It's like going into a time machine and then living like an incredible life and then just like killing your best friend and then just redoing it again, like living in purgatory. Because this show is incredible. We actually started dating and we started watching the show together and we started banging. It was really good. Once the show was over, we didn't even know what to do with ourselves for a little while.
No, that's not true.
True, it is
when
true.
The show was ending, he was questioning if he was going to break up with me or not because there would be nothing for us to do.
Our whole life was the Game of Thrones at that point. Every time we hung out watching Game of Thrones, like, what are we going to do? Turns out we actually liked each other's company afterwards. That was good. But the show is the show is amazing, and then it gets horrible to the point where like I would give money if they did a GoFundMe to take away the last season or maybe even last 2 seasons and like redo them as movies or even new seasons because it was so bad. I can't rewatch it. I did that time, but like it's hard. And at this one, I wouldn't rewatch it again because it's so disappointing. And I have not watched any of the prequel stuff because it's just not like I'm not into the universe. Like it kills it for me. It's so bad. And it's not even just the last season, which was rushed and horrible and just stupid. Like it starts getting bad. I think the for me, from what I remember, it starts getting bad once Khaleesi gets all the Dothraki on her side.
Yeah.
And it's not because she gets it's. I like that she gets them on her side as an army. That's a great concept. It's just the way she does it. I guess spoiler alert. But she gets captured, and she's an old Khaleesi, right? So she was the old wife of like a Khal, which is just like a leader of a tribe, and one of the strongest ones. And they're like, all right, well, our customs mean you're gonna have to stay here, basically in a retirement. But she was already leading her own army at that point. She's like, no, fuck that, boy. And so she inevitably kills all the other guy leaders, well, all the other leaders because they're all men, because it's a very deeply like anti-woman society. And they're like, oh my god, and they just start bowing to her and like, oh, she's our queen now. Well, that's so fucking lazy. It makes no sense. They're afraid of magic, so her walking out of a fire would terrify them. It makes no sense. And then she killed her. Like she made a bad decision that got her husband killed in the first place by like magic. So like nobody would trust her. Like they could have done something I hate it when shows do something that makes sense, but they do it in the wrong way and it just sucks. Like you could have done something where she does like a political alliance with like one of the guys, then he helps her kill all the other people, and then like they do something a little more intelligent. But it would just start to become rushed and lazy. And then it just got worse and worse. And then like at a certain point, the only good part of it was that there was incest in it.
We're going to do one of the next things we film is going to be like a TV theme episode, and on that episode we will have my favorite debate to have with my husband, which we've had over and over, about one of the major plot lines in Game of Thrones and how much I hate it.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
So
same thing
we'll
with
talk
Sex and the
about
City
that then,
because we have another one for that too. The wedding scene where he stands there up at the altar. He's in the right.
Okay, we'll have that.
Doesn't
we'll
matter.
have that
We'll
debate next time. Okay. We also watched The Umbrella Academy, which wrapped up.
It was alright.
That was a pretty good show.
wasn't too bad.
Except for in the first season, Luther's body is fucking trash.
You know, I'll say because they in the middle of that, Juno goes trans.
Yeah.
What's her name now? His name? Fuck, sorry. What's his name now? Genghis?
Eli?
What's their old name? Elliot, and then Elliot Page was the first
Is
name.
it Elliot?
Ellen
No.
Page? I think it's Elliot Page now. Let's just look it up just to be fucking sense. I think it's Elliot Page now. Yeah, okay. Their name is Elliot now. That looks like fake. It's just fake. I don't know. Looks like it worse than Luther's body. Sorry. Sorry. I was just trying to be rude. Okay. Just take more testosterone. What the fuck's wrong with you? You know? Get fucking ripped. But they did it like pretty well. They just said so. I think I think it was good the way that the Umbrella Academy did. Like they transitioned Elliot.
Yeah.
Because they were just like, oh, so you're a dude now, and they're like, yeah. And I was like, they're like, okay. And then we kind of just moved on from there.
Yeah.
The only cringe part was when they decided to make him like a bad boy, like sexy person in the newest season. You remember that?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, it doesn't fit your character.
But it's very. It's just. It makes sense.
Does it?
Yeah.
I don't know. But you know what? But they didn't do like the in your face. And yeah, I don't mean to do weird conservative dog whistling. But they were just like, hey, this person's trans now and now they're a dude. And like, it is what it is. And we're just not going to talk about it. I'm like, all right, I like that. Like, that's cool. We know they're trans. It's chill. We don't have to make like, 17 episodes about it or get into like a deep, thing. It's like the same thing with Fallout where they had like that trans character. They were just trans. I was like, all right, cool. The show Fallout had a trans character.
Oh.
It was one of the. I forget what they're called. It was one of like remember the black guy?
No.
He was okay. Well, she's racist and transphobic, guys. There was a trans character. There's a non-binary character. Do you remember? There was the main character was a girl, and then there was a black guy.
Yes.
The black guy was part of like some Marine Corps.
Okay.
And then remember he got like stepped up because the other person's like leg got shredded up.
Yeah.
That person whose legs got shredded up was the trans person.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, oh, cool. They just put a good.
See, not important part of the plot line.
They just put
which I like.
And just to be clear, like if they want to do a character that's trans, and that could work with certain shows, that's fine. But you don't always have to like make a whole thing out of it. You know what I mean? Like if you made Samuel L. Jackson a Marine, we don't need to go into a complex history of systemic racism every time. You know what I mean? Sometimes you could just be a badass that says motherfucker a lot.
I do wonder though, because I know this is based on the comic book that Gerard Way wrote. I wonder if Diego's girlfriend is like a big part of the comic books, or if because Elliot Page transitioned and became like a male character, if they introduced her as like another female character.
That actually could make sense. Yeah, I don't know.
So I wonder about that.
Then we watched Sex and the City. It was pretty good.
Sex and the City was good. It's a pretty HBO. I am a big fan of Showtime shows. In my opinion, Showtime has the most solid shows, but HBO has been pretty decent.
Yeah. Well, I'm just going to say it again. Without Samantha, the show sucks.
Yeah.
So they should have never got rid of her because she's probably the most interesting character. But then
it's not that they got rid of her. She wouldn't do it.
Yeah, because the horse is really mean. Listen, I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Because you want to know what? Samantha's the type of mean person that's like, hey, this is who I am.
Yeah.
But the horse girl, she's the type of mean person that's like, I'm a really good person.
Yeah.
You see that. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yes.
And so, like, I don't like fake ass people like that. Just be a rude bitch to me.
Oh, but sorry.
That's why I'm on Samantha's side. What?
Who is your favorite in the show, though?
You know what? I see either Samantha or Miranda.
Yeah, Miranda is your favorite.
I think I hated her at first, but I think
after she got pregnant and her tits and her ass got fatter.
Oh, stop that! I never said that.
You did. You like Miranda.
No, stop it. She's a lesbian.
Charlotte's my favorite, I think.
That makes sense. Nobody likes the horse. She's just kind of around. She's trotting around.
You're terrible.
Fucking ridiculous.
All right, next one.
She's married. She's married to Inspector Gadget. Yeah, Inspector Gadget. All right, let's start from the left.
All right, I'll do this quickly. Mean Girls sucked. It ends with us. I didn't like the ending. I argued with people about it. I didn't watch it with you. The Idea of You, I really like this too, but again, I don't need a happy ending, so I wasn't the biggest fan. Wish, terrible.
I watched 30 minutes of it. Shit. Absolute dog shit.
And I finished it by myself just to finish it.
It's disappointing. It's supposed to be the origin story of like the girl and the dude in the mirror. Yeah. I don't understand how the concept is really cool. I don't understand how Disney can just drop the ball. You have so much money and resources. Hire a good writer, asshole. Like, I don't. It was just such a weird. It just didn't. I don't remember exactly what turned me off to it, but it just started getting so stupid, and the plot went to a weird direction.
They
So soon
revealed
he
the
was-
plot right in the beginning of the movie, and
He's
it
like,
made it
hey, I'm a bad guy, and I'm just like, he's not really a bad guy, by the way. He's just like, it's. I don't know. They did really well with the Hispanic superpowers. Mucha Lucha. What was that called?
What?
Encanto. There's all the fucking Hispanic people with superpowers.
Oh my fuck!
What? That was a good movie, and
Lucha.
and they did a good job with that. And part of that was like, hey, nobody's the bad guy, and it's like, oh, that makes sense. But then they tried that with Wish, kind of, but it was just like fucking dumb. Like sometimes you could just make people bad guys. We don't have to be intelligent all the time.
Yeah.
Just make somebody an explicit. You remember back in the day that the guy just used to say a racial slur, and you're like, yep, that's the bad guy. Sometimes just have some white dude say fucking racist shit, and you're like, I know he's not the good guy. Sometimes I don't need to have like a deep conversation with every fucking movie that I watch. Sometimes I just want to see some crazy, like, just give me something simple, like how complicated is fucking Snow White? I don't know. We don't need to always have like this whole goddamn thing. So anyway, sorry.
Anyone But You. That was cute too. No deep thoughts. I really like her though. Muppet Christmas Carol. I watched while I was decorating the tree. I'm in my Muppets era, and I love it.
What's this guy's name?
Fucking Austin Powers' dad.
Oh yeah. Well, I was watching something about that. Nigel Powell. Okay. I Google it. It's like, oh, Nigel.
You got again.
Michael Payne. Michael Caine. Excuse me. Like, oh, who's Austin Powers' dad? Nigel Powers. No shit. Nigel Caine. I watched something about
Michael
that.
Caine.
Michael Caine. Okay. Anyway, shut up. I watched something. Jesus Christ, I feel like an idiot. I watched something about that. And they talked about how the way that he acted that was he pretended the Muppets were people, and he just acted it like that. And so there is no like element, like there's like, there's the fun Muppets element from other Muppets, but from him, he's a real asshole piece of shit.
Yeah.
And he treats the Muppets like they're human actors. Like he doesn't make it like, oh, I'm talking to a Muppet. He's like, I'm talking to a person. He makes it like more of a drama for him. And that's why it comes across so good. It's just so good.
It's an excellent movie.
It's good because
really
of the way
is.
that he decides to interact with like the world. It's like, I know we're doing Muppets, but this is not a Muppet world. This is a drama to me, and like I'm just going to interact I think it was really cool. Because it makes it more immersive. Because they are Muppets, but if you kind of forget they're Muppets and they just become characters in a show, it makes it more interesting rather than always being like, oh wait, that's just a puppet. Yeah. But no, we talk to them like they were people.
Yeah.
You can. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'm just listening to you.
Okay, sorry.
I watched Poor Things. That movie was fucking crazy and inappropriate. Lots of sex. He was sleeping on the couch while I was watching it, and he would wake up and see it and be like, "What is this?" I watched it on Easter, I think. Fun fact.
That's not the Elvis Presley movie?
Oh, maybe I didn't watch this on Easter. I watched it on another night where I was preparing food at the kitchen table. But anyways, when I was watching it, fun fact, I missed the beginning, which is like the main plot of the movie. I didn't miss it. I just didn't pay attention. And then like later when they said something, I was like, oh, that's why this, and that. But it was overall like, it was a good movie. Like if you have time alone and you're looking for something to watch, it's long as hell, but watch it. It was pretty good.
Or just be on your phone instead of watching it. So I'm just checking TikTok stuff because they keep fucking taking down stuff I post. It's pissing me off.
Family Affair, again, this was a pretty good one. I like romantic silly movies. I like chick flicks. The Exorcist, this is the one with the little girls. Scary, not the scariest movie, but scary enough.
Yeah. What's so scary about it? Is a little girl at church? Did she get molested or something?
No, they like went into like a hole and then got possessed, and it's her and her friend, and then like their parents have to like fucking strap them up. Damn. And like they're being demons and shit, It
sounds like a typical church molestation.
Yeah.
All right. Next slide. Whoa!
This is everything we watched together.
I don't even remember all this. Fahrenheit 451 was decent. I don't really remember the specifics, but I remember I liked it. Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse. Boobies in there.
Excellent movie.
Boobs in there.
It is so good. Penis in there too.
Oh, there was
remember?
No, but that's good.
On the trampoline.
They got some. Oh,
it's a good movie. It's funny.
The Nightmare Before Christmas was fun. We watched that
because
I've never
Halloween.
really watched it.
Yeah.
It was cute. Wolverine and Deadpool was really good.
We both watched it, but I went to movies with my mom and brother to watch it in 4DX, and then he went with his cousin.
Yes, we did. We did do that. That was before my ass hurt.
Yeah.
Iron Claw was an excellent movie. I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
The Substance was okay. It was okay. Listen,
No, shit ass
listen.
movie. I don't care.
The
I'm not
Substance-
fucking artsy fartsy. That movie was fucking stupid and too long and got lost in the sauce.
That's a hot take. Everybody's gonna be pissed with you.
Good.
Listen,
hate me.
here's my.
I hate you if you like that movie.
Here's the thing: The Substance was a good movie in concept, but it got so crazy towards the end, where it went from being like an interesting conversation about getting older and this, that, and the other thing. And then she just went off the rails when she turned into a big blob poopy monster. And I was like, this is just not resonating with me. The tone shifted. I think a lot of people liked it because of that. But for me, it just like kind of ruined the movie. So it was kind of stupid. What the fuck is Blackfish?
Blackfish. I don't know if you remember.
I remember
but
the
we
Game of
started,
Thrones, the Blackfish from Game of Thrones.
We started 2024 with this. Like we literally stayed up on New Year's Eve and then we were still up like after it turned midnight. And then I was like, you want to watch a documentary? This was about the killer whale that killed the trainers in SeaWorld. And it's I love Blackfish. It's an excellent documentary. I do recommend
Typical,
it.
Overweight white woman loving Blackfish, right?
All
right. Anyway, Elvis was weird. It was all right.
Listen, fuck off with the like weird Elvis Priscilla stuff. I love these Elvis movies. They're so good.
This is why women are so susceptible to being fucking harmed, okay? You guys are weird.
I married an older man.
I'm 5 years older than you, okay?
Yes.
Blue Beetle was all right. It was fine. It was like a little campy.
Right.
It was campy. It was a kid's movie. It was campy, but it was fine. If was all right. It was cute. I liked If, actually. It was a cute movie.
Yeah.
If
Wonka. This is
I had
what
an
we
imaginary friend, though, I would be like, big boobs.
Did you have an imaginary friend when you were little?
I don't think so. No, I wasn't fucking weird.
My imaginary friends were the Backstreet Boys and Sync and the Spice
I actually
Girls.
did have an
Brittany and
imaginary.
Christina.
I had an imaginary. It's called God, who I grew up with. It's my imaginary friend. He was like, wow, great. He was like, you better stop jacking off or I will fucking kill you. And I was like, stop, please. Well, Wonka was actually really good.
Well, yeah, that's what we watched on Easter.
That was really good. Hole in the Ground was all right. We watched that one.
No, that was so terrible.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, we watched it at the lake.
Yeah, it was. Oh, I remember the ends.
Like,
I was gonna say it ends like kind of stupidly. Five Nights at Freddy's. It was a fun movie.
It changed my world.
My wife loved it a lot.
I'm a Freddy's girl. How often I hear
that
secrets that
part really resonated with her. Like her fucking autistic
I do it all the
fixation.
time when you're talking in your sleep.
She does it in public in front of people. It's very interesting.
I want to watch all the Freddy lore. I'm so into it. I don't know what it is.
That. Honestly,
really
we could probably
stream me doing the headset thing.
Well, I was gonna say is like we probably don't have a whole lot to say, but we could probably stream us watching the Five Nights at Freddy's lore. And just make it a stream and like not even like that'd be fun.
I'll do that.
A watch party almost.
Yeah.
Fuck it. It's 2025. I don't give a shit. Inside Out 2 was fun. I liked it a lot. It was weird that they didn't have like a horny emotion because that shit was crazy. When you turned 13, dude, I was fucking shooting ropes.
That's disgusting.
Dude, well, you know that. Not to get into
right.
it, but listen, this is an educational conversation. When I was a young man, I kind of did my thing for the first time and I was so afraid because how much came out.
Did you tell your mom?
No, I think I was 12. I didn't jerk off for 6 months. Terrified.
I gotta tell.
Now I have a problem.
Bad story.
I have a problem. I can't stop jerking.
I'll say that there was someone that's not in my life anymore.
This is gonna be terrible.
That when he did it for the first time, he got scared and told his mom.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
Isn't that terrible?
Yeah, that's something. Well, hopefully he didn't grow up to be a mama's boy in a weird way.
I don't think so.
What is Tell Them You Love Me?
That is a Netflix limited series. That was with the speech pathologist, yes.
Oh.
Who worked with the guy who doesn't use words to communicate and has an intellectual disability.
And she basically assaulted him. He has a mentality. I think
she convinced herself that he was communicating in a way that, and that they fell in love.
And then it turned out that he had like the mental, I don't know the right way to say it, but he had like the mental capacity of like a 6-month-old.
Yeah.
And he was like routinely being assaulted by her. And then like afterwards, it became a problem where like he would constantly touch himself.
Chronic masturbator.
Yeah, yep. And they had to like, that's just terrible. That's just terrible. Ready or Not.
It was a very interesting watch, especially like because I'm in that field. So we had a lot of interesting conversations.
That was, yeah. What is Ready or Not?
Ready or Not was the we thought it was a horror movie, but it wound up kind of being like a
Oh, comedy.
comedy.
Yeah, I
Where
remember.
it's like she just married into the family
And
and
that's
they play like a game, and we thought it was going to be silly, but they actually did an excellent job of like camping it up in like a good funny way,
yeah.
where like the movie made, I don't know if you would say it made a joke of itself,
It did a good
but
job.
it was good.
Not taking itself too seriously, but
That's
still
probably one of the best
committing.
movies we watched.
Yeah, it was good. I liked it a lot. Saw The Lost City was fun. That we watched that when we went to Pennsylvania or whatever, or
Maryland.
That was
It was cute.
What the fuck is Priscilla?
Priscilla is the Elvis movie,
Enough with the
and
Elvis
it's
movies.
Jacob Elordi.
Okay. Saltburn was pretty good. That guy looks come out of a tub. So
Jacob
something.
Elordi is.
Yeah, you have a weird crush on him. It makes me uncomfortable because it's like it's just so not you, Like this is,
What do you mean?
it's like I just can't even put myself in those shoes and like relate to that guy at all. Night at the Museum, those were fun. Did we ever watch? Have you ever watched the third
I don't
one?
think we watched the third, but I
The
love those
first one was great.
movies.
Second one was all right. Third one we didn't watch.
I don't think we got to because the second one was just all right.
Both the Pearl movies were good.
My grandma just watched these movies for the first time.
What is her name? Mia Khalifa?
I don't think so.
Mia
I think
Goth.
that's the porn person.
Mia Goth. Yeah. We watched all the Planet of the Apes, like the more modern day ones. All of them were pretty good. I liked all the first Planet of the Apes, like not the originals, but the first like remake, I guess you'd call it. Amazing.
Yeah.
The other ones are still pretty good. The Kingdom was pretty solid. The original was not good. Anybody who says otherwise is a poopy head. It's just not interesting or clever. It just kind of sucks.
Yes, but it was really fun because we watched the original Planet of the Apes movie before we went to the movies to see Kingdom of the Planet of the
And
Apes.
there were a lot
it was
of
fun because there's a
callbacks.
lot of like Easter eggs in it.
Yeah.
So it was fun.
Did I watch the Sex and the City movies? Oh, I did.
Yes.
The second one was weird. They went to like fucking
Saudi Arabia or some shit.
I think they went to the Gaza Strip and then they got nuked or bombed by Israel.
Jessica Parker is
Of course, yeah.
Jewish.
Jews? I'm kidding.
Laheim.
I'm ethnically Jewish. That was it was all right. It was like boring. It was just like, oh guys, we're going to it just kind of felt like they were jerking themselves off of that movie. That there was no substance to it. It's just like, what if we went to the Middle East and did some cool shit? And it's like, okay, great. All right, 2025 New Year's resolutions. All right. So Dan's is to grow. What would I answer these questions?
You did, yes.
Oh. Yeah, I want to grow our family and I want some more success. This year's been going decently. Listen, let me tell you something about me as a content creator. It's been a tough journey and I'm a grown ass man. So I can't imagine being a young person trying to be a content creator. But we started on TikTok, that had its hiccups. And then we got to YouTube and then that had its hiccups. And I've associated with some incorrect people. And my wife every time is like, that's not a good person. That's not a good person. That's not a good person. And guess what happens? That person's not a good person. And then it has like kind of a negative impact on me and my content. And I'm like, fuck, I made another mistake. And then I'll interact wrong. And then I'll blow up and have a really good time. And I'll get full of myself. And then my wife's like, gotta chill the fuck out. And then I don't chill the fuck out. And then I end up taking a hit and I deserve it. This year, I think is the first time where I'm making meaningful decisions. And I think that they're generally positive. And we have conversations. And I try to run everything by you because I'm trying to do things the right way. And like we had a conversation this morning. I want to start talking to people again, which pisses me off because we had a conversation last year and I'm like, I want to change my trajectory. What should I do? And you're like, you should start talking to people. And I'm like, oh, maybe. And then I ended up kind of putting that aside. And then we're in fucking March and like, I want to talk to people. Annoying bitch. She always knows what the fuck's going on. And I was like, hey, listen, what if, I'm just going to say it because it's not a big deal. What if I like reached out to like Ethan Klein to have a conversation? I originally said I didn't want to do that because I didn't want all the eyes on me. But I think at this point I have to like do that. Like, and like if people are like, oh, you did some bad things in the past, that is what it is. And she's like, no, just see if it happens. Like, chill out, take a deep breath, wait a little bit. We all know who each other is, and maybe if they're interested, they'll reach out. But like, just relax right now, take it easy, and try to move in a meaningful way. And I was like, okay, I think that's the right choice. And I was like, I'm trying to listen to my life. So hopefully this year we have a nice pop. We did hire the editor. We have August, which she's doing a great job. Very new. Didn't know how to use a computer. So I got her like a laptop and, I'm paying her and stuff and she's doing an excellent job. She's getting better very quickly. Now the clips that she finds for my stuff is getting more and more refined. So by the time not even that we have a baby, by the time you're pregnant to the point where you are not going to be able to take care of yourself, we'll be able to push her over full time or like to be able to like take over all the clips. And I won't even have to like revise them anymore. But we're moving in that direction very quickly. Very positive decision there. So I'm happy with my movement. I'm pretty good. You know, I'm putting more work into my content, even in myself. It's like I have heard working now, and like now I'm still doing even more work instead of doing less work. I'm just like, okay, there's more work I could do. So we went from like last year doing like 3 TikTok videos a day to now I'm doing like 7 clips a day on TikTok. So it's like I don't know, it's fucking crazy. But I like the direction. I'm happy with it, and I appreciate my wife giving me, helping me out being my manager, I guess, basically.
Yeah.
All right. What about yours? You got a lot of shit.
Yes. So first I have to enhance my effort and dedication to improving my health, which I think that I'm making progress towards.
I think
that.
so too. You've lost
I'm
a
not
good amount of weight, too.
satisfied with myself or my effort, but I'm in a better place than I previously was.
You're doing a good job. I appreciate you. I know part of you wants to like lose weight to get to a point where we can like have babies and everything, but like I love you. Sometimes you get a little too down on yourself. Every week you've been losing like 2 pounds.
No, I haven't.
You kind of have. And we had 2 vacations this year that put a little bit of like a stop on it, but for the most part,
a big stop.
For the most part, you've been doing fine. And then like every week you really beat yourself up, like, oh, I'm not doing well enough. And then you weigh yourself, and then you lost like 2 pounds. It's like, okay, you're doing well.
That hasn't happened in weeks.
Stop beating yourself up. All I'm saying is I love you. Don't give yourself anxiety and stress.
I love you.
You're doing a good job.
The other goal I have
reduce food waste
is for us to reduce food waste, which is we've been doing well except for this week.
Yeah. It's a little rough.
But because I'll cook and then we won't eat what I cook. But like I said, we've been doing better, and I've been trying to take like if we don't eat. If we don't finish what I cooked, I'll try to freeze it and then I bring it to work for lunch. And like, so I was going to do that with this stuff. He told me that it's been too long already. So,
yeah.
But I'm working on it. Complete chores more regularly. That's not happening. I suck. I'm irresponsible and I hate myself.
You're doing all right. Relax.
No, we don't ever do any chores.
I've been doing chores.
Reduce and reorganize. I sold something from Facebook Marketplace today. So.
That's cool.
We just have a lot of things. We've been doing better not buying stuff, and he's been open to returning stuff, which is nice.
Can I tell you, though, can we talk about this really quick? Let me just tell you something. I'm pissed. I'm a little pissed off at Box Lunch. If I showed you our room right now, it probably has like $5,000 worth of Box Lunch merchandise. I spend thousands of dollars there. I like it a lot. We like Disney, and I like to buy stuff. And I went there the other day to pick up an item. It was for my cousin. I got it for her because she loves her dog, so I got her a dog Loungefly backpack. It's so cute.
It's a Ewok.
Just bring it up. It's not even a big deal. It'll be quick. Ewok dog lounge. Why? Here we go. Nice and easy. It's this guy. It's cute. I bought that. And so I went to pick it up. And I get there and they have like, a bag. And it's an $86 bag, and it's like Disney house stuff, it's like kitchen stuff. So I'm like, okay.
So we already know that when they do that, they're trying to get rid of shit that they can't move.
And usually, almost every time, it's like discounted, like 50% off, but you get a bunch of stuff. So I didn't bother looking at how many items that were in the bag. So I get it, $86. Okay, I had like Box Lunch money and stuff to buy it, whatever. And I go there. I spend my money there. We even got them like Starbucks gift card last year
for Christmas.
Like $100 for the whole store. And I'm not sitting here like bragging about it. I'm just like, why did you guys fleece me?
Yeah, why didn't you be like,
listen, this is not a deal.
They know who he is.
They know. She said me my fucking name when I walked in there.
Oh, did she?
Like, oh, hey, Dan. And I'm like, oh, hey.
Really?
Yeah, I was like a little caught off guard, but I'm like, all right, first name basis, you're chill. I like the people in there. I still do. But I fucking bring it home and I give it to my wife, and there's 3 things in there. And one of the things was the bag. Well, that's the 4th thing.
Yeah.
They charged me $10 for the fucking bag. And I'm like,
it came in. And it's
not like a bag. It's like
a
canvas bag.
Box lunch bag.
And I'm just like, dude, like this was kind of shitty. Like I thought it was going to have
It was the canvas box lunch bag, which was $10.
Yeah.
Then it was like the shit ass tumbler cup.
Yeah.
Then a bowl, like a ceramic bowl with like warped characters on it. And then what was the big, was it like $60?
It was like 40, but it was like a Java cup.
It's a glass cup that comes with like a cinnamon shaker and like stencils for you to put Disney art on your cappuccinos.
And again, like, you know what? If there were 3 more things in the bag, I would be like, okay, not a big deal. I expected shit. But it was 4 things, including the bag. So 3 things and a bag. And I'm just like, it's my fault for not looking, because they tell you there's 4 like UPCs or whatever it's called. There's SKUs on it. And so it's only 4 items. But I was too trusting, and I just got fucking fleeced.
I wish that they just would have been like, listen, like
let's be like, listen,
it's not that great stuff in here.
Yeah, something. But they seemed almost nervous and excited, like that I was buying it to get rid of it. But I want to go and return it. because I'm a little pissed off.
So we're gonna go return it in Jersey
Yeah,
when we go in there
we're
at the
going
end
to
of
Jersey
the
anyway,
month.
fuck it. I'm just a little irritated because this keeps happening where I'm like trusting people too much. Like the other day, I went to Bob's and I bought a couch and we're getting it tomorrow. And the sales guy was really good and he was really helpful. And like we actually left and came back and made sure we get him so we can get commission and everything. We're sitting down going through and finalizing the order. And that's fucking pissed me off so much because I just realized it today. So he's like, hey, do you want to do like an interest-free payback over 12 months? And I'm like, yeah, fuck it. You know what? Like instead of paying it all today, which I could afford, I'd rather do it over 12 months because it's interest-free. I'm down with that. So we do it. We go through the whole process. And like as we're doing it, I ignored the red flag that we're signing up like for a Wells Fargo. And he's asking me all this information, like my social security number and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. Like because I'm too trusting of this guy. I opened up a fucking credit card that just has interest-free for 12 months. And like, I understand it's my fault for trusting him too much. And I should have been like, oh, red flag, we're opening up Wells Fargo. But I get a fucking credit card in the mail. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, he didn't say the word credit card one time. And I'm like, dude, like I feel like I've been so trusting of people and I feel a little taken advantage of. Did I say that right? Whatever. And it's just shitty. So let the 1-star review. Because I'm just like, listen, the guy was like, he was helpful, but like he pushed this fucking credit card on me. And now if I close it, it hurts my credit. So I'm like, I don't want this credit card. And then the worst is it's getting delivered on Monday is when the item is getting delivered. And it's going to go onto the credit card like immediately, I think. And it's a fucking credit card. I thought it was like I'm so pissed off about it. I don't know. I'm going to just figure it out Monday. Worst case scenario, I take a few point hits on my credit card, on my credit score. But I'm just like, dude, this is so shitty.
Last another story is
don't go anywhere without
he's
my
not
wife.
going anywhere without me.
Don't buy things with my wife.
Because I'm also a bitch.
Yeah.
You remember when we were buying a car?
Oh yeah.
You're like, oh, why don't you? No. Why would I do that?
Yeah, you were bitching.
Sounds like you're going to do a hard deal then.
Yeah.
You need me.
Yep. So
all right, my other resolutions, be more social. I think we're doing a good job at that.
Yeah.
I've gone out with like some of my cousins. We went out with his cousin today. We're going to host some more parties this year. We're finally getting a new couch because the couch that we have, you can't sit on it.
Nope.
You go inside the couch. So we'll have this nice new couch so we could host.
Oh my god, and the couch, remember the springs popped out and we flipped it over to fix it and it just dug a hole in the floor. Like a nice, so that's also frustrating.
Yeah.
The old couch. But the new ones are gonna be so nice. They're like reclining and everything.
Yeah.
So that'd be awesome.
I put enjoy less screen time. I'm not really doing that.
We could be doing better than that.
I want to do less doom scrolling. That's really what I mean by that. I have not been successful with that.
Yeah.
But I still have 9 months to do that and reduce anxiety and stress by reducing procrastination.
Yep.
How am I doing?
Nah, you're not that well. You get what? You'll be like, okay, we have to do housework or you have to work, and then you're just on your phone, and then I get back up and you're like, I just sat in bed all day. I was like, all right, you do you, love you. What?
Put me on blast.
I'm trying to be honest with you.
All right, so my resolutions aren't going that well.
You're doing pretty well. I appreciate you a lot. That was it. Thank you for supporting it. That's true. We appreciate you guys a lot. We thank you quite a bit. You guys are always fun. So here's a kiss. And yeah, bye guys.
That's it. That's our 2024. Woo. We'll do a 2025 review, but we'll actually do it like in January next year. So,
so
thanks for listening. Let us know what else you'd like us to do.
Love you guys. Goodbye.
Bye.